Welcome back, everybody, to the New York Mets franchise. We're going to finish off the regular season here today. Also wanted to say thank you for all the support. Sorry about the inconsistency of the videos obviously coming out. Work schedule has been absolutely insane as of late, and I'm trying to get these out as fast as possible. But with an 11-game lead in the division, I think we should be good. Even with like pretty much a whole month to go, it would take an epic collapse. Now, that has happened in the past, obviously. But I think it would take an epic collapse just to even lose this division. And right now, I think our sets are winning this division, but also want to make sure we have the best record in the NL so we can just go right past the wild card round. We don't have to really even worry about that. And I think the team that we have to deal with, I think, is Chicago with that record. So we're going to lose this game 10-6. Walker Buehler, still taking a look at him, struggling still, ERA to 6.13. He's been pitching obviously a lot better and a little bit more consistent since coming up, but still, I just want to continue to keep an eye on it because obviously it looks like we're going to make the playoffs. And get into the playoffs, what is the rotation going to be? Now, usually you can go with a 3-man rotation in the playoffs. If you have a strong one, 4 easily. And I think we have, possibly a 5-man rotation, but we'll see. I'm not sure if I really trust Walker Buehler right now in the playoffs. Honestly, he could be a guy that is it possible if we need him. I would say more of a long relief type pitcher in the postseason, but I just want to see the more consistency. But he has been better since coming up because the beginning of the regular season was absolutely abysmal. So we're going to split with Philadelphia. But as you can see, we still are above them, and man, they've just dropped off. The Phillies have completely dropped off. Once, 5.5 games back of us not that long ago, now are over 11 games, and right now I think the Braves have possibly overtaken them. It's crazy. And now we got a 4-game set here with Washington. Before getting into that 3-game set with Atlanta, that's going to be the telling us we have a chance to possibly clinch the division right around that area. So we'll see what we here do against the Nats in a 4-game series. Down 2-0, and we're going to lose this game 2-0. So get nothing out of that. Game 3 of this series. 6-3 lead, and we're going to win 8-3. See if we can take 3 or 4 here from Washington with Charlie Soto on the mound. Get the job done here against the Nats, and we lose 4-3. So we split with Washington as well, and now little bit of a road trip here, Atlanta, and you can see Atlanta is in second, 10.5 back, but I think we have a possibility to clinch it here. Max Kranick, since being brought back up, has just not pitched well at all. So you know what? I think, once again, had enough of it. I think that's his last leg. I think Blade Tidwell, we'll just bring him back up. He can finish off the regular season. Kranick, obviously, will have to go to waivers and go down to AAA. If somebody claims him, really, it doesn't matter to me. He's just pitched really, really bad. Let's bring up Blade Tidwell once again. Hopefully he stays. And now, 3-game set here against Atlanta, and then 4 against Pittsburgh. So we'll take the first game. That's what you want to see. And it looks like Walker Buehler pitched very well. Let's take a look. Trout and Glaber with a home run apiece. 6 innings. 4 hits, 2 earned, 3 walks, 5 Ks, but lowers that ERA, gets win number 9 of the season. Game number 2 of this series here against Atlanta. We're going to lose 4-3, so we'll drop that game. Still with the 10-game lead. All right, game number 3. We got a 4-2 lead over Atlanta. Trying to close this one out. We get the victory 5-2. So now, pretty much in the home stretch of this season, and as you can see, through that series, we did clinch the division. So the division is over, but look at Philadelphia. They are now 79-74. They are almost at 500. They have just completely backed out of the playoffs. So the Cubs are the team we have to compete with for that number 1 spot. Dodgers, not too much, but the Cubs for sure right now. They're 5.5, 6 games back of us, so we can just win the next maybe if we could sweep Pittsburgh here, that should get the job done. But we're going to lose that game. Lose the second game. Third game, lose as well. Wow, okay. So we lost 3 of 4 there to Pittsburgh. AAA team does not make the playoffs. But our AA team will make the playoffs. So let's take a look at, the stats here for the season through the minors. Montes leads us in homers. Pena actually really did well at the end of the season. Got the average up to 253. Cuevas hits 310. Of course, that guy just continues to hit. Colin Houck, man. The home runs, I guess, are there, and, but still the average just not there at all. Yeager finished off the season well, coming back down. He'll probably be in the majors next year, and same thing. It's one thing we have to just continue to improve on the depth here in minor league pitching, which is probably our only downfall right now. I think we're pretty much loaded position-wise in the minors, prospect-wise, whereas pitching-wise, not too much. Jalen Palmer actually at 24 home runs down in Double-A, 297 average. He will get, obviously, he's on the 40-man. I think he will get a spring training invite. He has a chance to make the team next year. I think he could be a solid backup infielder. I mean, obviously, with this Mets team, we have a lot of aging veterans, and that's why, we're on the clock to win a World Series. And, I mean, making that trade for Trout showed it. Great season for Pedro Fabregas. But that showed what our intentions was, to win this World Series as quick as possible. Guys are aging. They're going to drop down in ratings, so we got to do everything we can to get the job done, pretty much. So the Cubs have won their division, or at least clinched a postseason appearance. But here we go. All right, we got to, we got to win at least one game here. We lose the first. All right, 5 games left in the season. And, yeah, I think we have to win. If we win this game right here, that should give us the number 1 seed, and we lose. All right, we lose the second game to Cleveland. We got 94 wins. Cubs have 90. 4 games. All right. We'd have to lose out. Cubs would have to win out. So what we're going to do, play this game here and try to get the victory and clinch the number 1 seed in the NL right now at 94-64, as Cleveland themselves trying to compete for a wild card spot right now at 81-77. All right, they have been pitching very well, obviously, here in this series. See if our offense can get going, as Charlie Soto on the mound leads this team and wins. 15 wins on the season, up for Rookie of the Year considerations. But I have to say, probably his teammate on here is going to beat him out. Owen Casey having a fantastic season. More than likely your Rookie of the Year. Let's get this going. 1-2, swing and a miss from Jimenez. Strike 3 here to start off this game. And yeah, I mean, win-loss total, obviously not the biggest stat. You got to look at other stuff pitching-wise. But in reality, pitching stats, I just really focus on whip. That's kind of what I look at, as that's going to be a strike 3. Nice first inning there. But that's my personal thing. I know you have like FIP, all the advanced stats out there. If you're getting hit up and you're walking guys and you have a high whip, I mean, you're probably not going to be a very productive pitcher. There's no doubt about it. There's guys out there that obviously are not going to have a high strikeout rate, which to me is not that big of a deal. I mean, you can be a dominant pitcher. You can have great control, but if you're letting up hits and walks all the time, I mean, eventually runs are going to happen. All right, 1-1 here for Trout. 0-1. Trout does not miss that one. Wow, look at that shot. Playing in the background and a home run ball. See you later. Mike Trout. Just a great season, great addition. It is going to be finally awesome to see him hopefully have a deep playoff run. Obviously, his playoff experience, not the greatest. I mean, the Angels just completely failed him as a player. I mean, one of the best players, I would say, of all time. And to not have this guy consistently in the playoffs, it's just a disservice to him and his career. And hopefully we can have a nice playoff run here, maybe a World Series, and really cap off his career. That is the hope for this season. As Owen Casey to the plate, 1 home run away from 30, 1 RBI away from 100 RBIs for the season. Like I said, he's going to possibly be your Rookie of the Year. Pops that one up just underneath of it for the out, but maybe we can get RBI number 100 here today. Now look at Luis Angel Acuna. What a turnaround. 281 average, 14 home runs. He has been great this season. He really struggled. In the last few months, he has just been fantastic. And it continues. Crushes this one well out of here. See you later, man. Second deck. 15th of the season, and I would say now he really puts his name in for a possible starter. I mean, not just for next season. I'm talking about possibly playoffs. Playoffs, but I think with Brett Beatty is struggling a little bit, there's a good possibility we put him maybe at first base. That is awesome to see. I love that as Parada hits this one well. This one's going to carry to left field, and this one's going to go. Kevin Parada, another very productive season as the backup catcher, and he's been very good. You know, I'd wish I'd be able to start him, but Francisco Alvarez is fantastic. And Parada has just been such a productive backup catcher. The youngster looks fantastic. Man, I love to see him, you know. First base is one of those positions I can kind of put somebody at. I would love to get, you know, him out there as well. Right now, we're just kind of loaded Major League-wise. I mean, this team is obviously super loaded. As this one is deep, George Valera crushes this one. Trout going back, and this one's going to get out of here. So that one is gone. And I believe he's up for Rookie of the Year consideration in the AL. 21 on the season, possibly. We'll have to see here at the end of the season. We'll see actually at the end of this video. We'll go through the end-of-year stats and awards, and then obviously set up the playoffs. But knocks that one out of here for a solo shot. Still a 4-1 lead. And now, oh man, just 101 on the corner. Good luck hitting that one. 1-2. And that's a ground ball. That's going to be Ryan Clifford making the start of our first base and just beating them there at first. Wow, that was very close. All right, let's go to the third. Here comes Trout once again. He'll take there for a strike. 34 home runs on the season. Obviously saw number 34, over 100 RBI, and he's going to take the walk. So Trout draws a leadoff walk here to start off this inning. Well, there's an is and out. So James Wood's coming to the plate. Another fantastic season. Just short of 100 RBI. Just short of 30 home runs. As gets a hold of this one. Maybe not all of it. And it's going to get down. And it's going to be an automatic double. His 30th of the season. We have so many guys, as you can see, coming up. Gleyber Torres, he's at 29 home runs. So many guys near 30 home runs, near 100 RBI. You know, this isn't maybe murderer's row as 2 runs are going to score, 6-1 lead, but we're pretty close. This lineup is just ridiculous. As here comes Owen Casey to the plate, looking for that RBI number 100. Yeah, looking for that 30th home run as well. You know, so many guys at 29 home runs, and that's going to be a base hit. So this third inning just continues on here. Couple runs already in. Now we got first and second. Still just one down here in this inning. Yeah, so right now, everything looking pretty good here. And that will do it for the starting pitcher. They'll make the change easily. I mean, 6 runs already on the board. Possibly more coming in this third inning. So, man, he just goes 2 1/3. That is going to be it. Just like that, making a pitching change. Hey, no big deal, man. This offense is absolutely insane. And that's why I think, I mean, coming into the postseason, it's going to be tough. You're facing tough pitchers. I've said this before. That's kind of postseason baseball. You're facing the best of the best. But with this offense, you better be on your game. This one's going to be up the middle. Could be a double play ball, but he runs really fast, and he's going to beat it out there at first base. It's kind of like the Phillies, the last few years. I mean, you just have to be on your game, or they can just put up, 8, 9, 10 runs in a heartbeat. It really is like that. That's kind of how this offense is. Can Ryan Clifford possibly come through here with a nice hit? And the pitch was there. Timing and contact good. But it's just going to be too much of a launch angle. And it's going to be out. Not even at the track for out number 3. But hey, a couple more runs on the board. 5-run lead right now. And Soto is dealing. Only hit is he allowed? That's that solo home run to Valeria. That is it. 1-2 pitch now. And see you later. Strike 3. Nasty slider. As that'll be the 4th K right now for Soto. Now an 0-2 here. Go sit down. See you later. Change up. That's his pitch. If he gets that pitch working, it's just lights out. He's going to throw at least 100 on the fastball. Really good slider. And see you later on the 100 on the outside. Bo Naylor goes down, and that is a Strikeout in the side there in the 4th, and we'll go now to the 5th. The only mistake he has made to this guy right here. Fastball is going to be taken for a strike. Now 0-2. Let's go right back inside to him. See what he's got. See you later. Strike 3. Can't catch up to that one. Easy 5th inning for Soto as he continues to cruise along. And here comes Owen Casey on that hunt for RBI number 100 of the season. Can we get it? 0-1. And this one's ripped. This could be it. This one's going to be at the gap. On his way to third base is Glaber. On his way to the plate. Here comes the throw. Not in time. And that will be RBI 100 of the season for Owen Casey. 37th double. So at least we got that. I'd love to get that 30th home run, but at least we got RBI now 100. That is awesome to see. What a great rookie season from Owen Casey. As this one's going to be flown into right field, and Soto, like I said, just absolutely dealing in this game. Through 6 pretty easily. Just dominating stuff as we go to the bottom half of the 6th. And we got a man on first base here for Francisco Lindor. 32 home runs this season. He has had a great bounce-back season. Pitch. Lindor rips this one. That one is going to get down. And Lindor's going to be on his way to second base. He'll be in there with a double, so we're in business here with 2 outs to try to continue to add to this lead here. His 41st double of the season. And here comes Trout to try to produce even more. It's not going to happen, though. Ground ball played out at the first base there to end the 6th. But, man, 41 doubles for Lindor. Just the stats of, going down the lineup is absolutely crazy. But Charlie Soto, see you later, strike 3. That was only pitch number 78 of the game, 9th K. And I have noticed as of late. Now, obviously, they've added in some more City Connect uniforms, patches, and they say there's no gameplay updates. This is on, legend pitching. 0 anything to the sliders. But I have noticed that the CPU, they have been a lot more aggressive as of late. They're swinging. I've had a couple innings where it's like 3 pitches and we're done. As James Wood absolutely obliterates that ball. This one carrying, and it's going to get out of here. An absolute line drive, 108 off the bat. Home run for James Wood. But I have noticed that pitching-wise, it's just so strange that they have been so aggressive. And the pitch counts have been very, very low. I'm not sure what is happening pitching-wise. I've said this before. I've always felt pitching to be a lot easier. If you go down for me personally, that's like hitting-wise, right? Hitting-wise, good luck. I'm not going to legend hitting. You're out of your mind. I just can't get anything done there. Say what you want. I'm terrible at it. I go down to Hall of Fame hitting. I definitely make sure it's the only way I can do anything. It really is. It's only way. So legend hitting, it just can't do anything. But pitching-wise, if I go to Hall of Fame pitching, which I've done before, it's just, I'm almost throwing a no-hitter every time. And you go to legend pitching, and it's kind of the same. I feel like now it's just, I don't know. I don't know what's up with it. It's not ruining the experience for me because we do have very talented pitchers that throw some nasty stuff. But sometimes I just don't understand that what is happening with CPU hitting. Maybe I will have to adjust some sliders with that and up their contact or something. Because right now, trust me, Charlie Soto, fantastic pitcher. But the last pitching performances, if you've seen here, have been just pure dominant performances. And sometimes I just think that's not going to happen. It's just happening on too much of a consistent basis. As Ryan Clifford gets a hold of this one deep into right field. Does he have enough to get this one out of here? And he does not. Just under it a little too much. And right at the wall. He's like, you got to be kidding me. So he had a couple chances at it and just couldn't get it done today. But I think we're going to finish this one off here quickly. There's 2 away now here in this 9th inning with his 8-1 lead. And with this victory, we're going to clinch that number 1 seed here in the NL, as that's going to be taken for a strike. 0-1 from Griffin Jacks. Yeah, well, we'll get the call. Kind of clips the edge there a little bit. I can see the umps like, let's just get out of this game. I'll call anything a strike right now. 0-2. And a ground ball up with it is Brooks Lee over to first base, and that'll do it. An easy, I would say, 8-1 victory. And this New York Mets team, we had, I would say, the expectations, bringing Trout in to get the job done this year. And we've done the job of winning the division. We have now clinched the number 1 seed. We are arguably the best team in baseball, not just the NL, in baseball. And we're, I would say, the favorite to win the World Series. We really are. It's just the Mets' success. So he just allowed that 1 home run. That is literally it. That's the 1 hit. I mean, sometimes with the Mets, you got to get that feeling like you're just going to choke it away. But I think this is the year. I think it is, for sure. We're going to lose the final 2 games of the season. No big deal. 95-67 is going to be our final record of the season. And yeah, we'll be taking on the winner of the wild card. But let's take a look at the final stats here this season. Lindor is going to lead us in runs with 105. We have 3 guys over at 100 runs. Lindor leads us in hits. Trout with 34 home runs. Lindor with 32. Wood with 30. Nimmo, Owen Casey, and Glaber finished 1 short. We could have had 6 guys with 30 home runs. Alvarez with 26. Brooks Lee really ended the season very well. Ends up with a 288 average. We have 2 guys over 100 RBI with Trout and Owen Casey, which is crazy to think about, the rookie number 2 on this team. But Wood was close with 97. Lindor with 90. I mean, look how many guys are over 80 plus RBI. It is crazy. Lindor ends up with 20 stolen bases. So a 32-20 season for more of a guy that's getting up there. That's a pretty good season. And Glaber 298, Parada 297. But Brooks Lee, think about Brooks Lee the entire season, right? Just down there in the 220s, 230s, 240s. To finish off the season, he ends up with the number 3 batting average on the team. Great job for Brooks Lee. That is awesome to see. Like I said, the home runs started to go up. The extra base hits, the doubles. Fantastic to see. Same with Luis Angel Acuna. Same thing. Just the steady, upgrade going up, looking good. It's awesome to see. Charlie Soto leads us in victories with that 16. Diaz with 46 saves on the year. He just dominated. Whip at a .08, 0.89. I mean, just a great season. Kodai Senga, his strikeouts did go down from last year, but still leads us with 197 Ks. So his K rate's still obviously one of the best in the big leagues. Yeah, Walker Buehler, so he got his ERA down to 5.4. So it was, kind of in that range of the 6 area, but he got it down. So that is very good to see. Paul Sewald, just, dominant performance. Ben Brown pitched really well, too. We didn't really see much of Ben Brown, but he got his ERA at the 2. He was good. So I think Ben Brown, who I should have gotten to a game with, I really should have. I think we keep him on the postseason roster. And more than likely, I don't know. We'll see rotation-wise what happens next year. I'm not sure what's going to happen. But let's take a look at the standings. Yankees win the division, 94 wins on the year. Rays right there at 92, but they will make the wild card. Twins with 91 victories. They will win that division easily. And the Astros have the best record in baseball. 100 wins, win the division. Rangers and Mariners will make the wild card. So Rays, Rangers, Mariners, Orioles just missing out. They're actually tied with the Mariners, but I guess losing that tie break. So there's your wild card and your playoff for the American League. We'll win the division, best record in the NL. Braves make it, and the Phillies miss the playoffs. What a collapse from Philadelphia. Wow. Cubs win that division. Cardinals will be a wild card. Dodgers win the division. 88 wins, so the lowest I've seen. And the Padres will be the other. So there is your wild card. You have Phillies and Reds just missed out at 3 games back. And let's take a look at these awards. Yep, Ohtani, he's going to be your MVP. 45 home runs, 129 RBI, 282 average. And then Justin Steele is going to win your Cy Young, 19-5. We actually saw him and did pretty well against him. I mean, we could possibly see him in the playoffs. We'll see. Diaz just misses out on the Reliever of the Year award. Had more saves, just not as dominant of a season. But yeah, Owen Casey Rookie of the Year, Charlie Soto right there. And that's funny how Jet Williams is 3, who was, our prospect, top prospect, but the James Wood flip between the Nats, kind of funny. All of them were in our system. That's kind of funny to see that even the guy that wasn't in there, he could have possibly been on our team. So we'll go through the Gold Gloves. Glaber just missing one. Alvarez just missed one. I'm not sure if we'll have any. Trout just missing one as well. Jazz just beats him out. So nobody wins a Gold Glove from us. Silver Slugger, Ohtani's just going to win that every year. Anybody else? Glaber just short. Francisco Lindor just a tad short. Trout just short. So he'll miss out on those. Let's go to the AL. Corey Seager with 53 home runs. Leads the entire majors. Wins the MVP back-to-back seasons. Judge right behind him. Shane Bieber this year with 20 wins is going to win the Cy Young. Garrett Cole, 22-6. Lower ERA, less strikeouts, but I guess. That's a tough decision right there. It's something like that where you'd have to go more advanced stats, I think. If it's so close, I would go more into it. As Valera with the Rookie of the Year, actually. Go more into advanced stats and be like, okay, who was like a little bit more of a dominant pitcher? Okay, we'll go with him. Because that's tough. Both pitchers, very deserving. No doubt about it. But hey, Owen Casey, Rookie of the Year, awesome to see. And this team is absolutely dominant. So cannot complain about that. Looks like St. Louis, Atlanta, Dodgers, and Padres. So we'll see who we face there. Let's just sim through this here and see who our opponent is going to be in the divisional round. And it's going to be the Cardinals. They beat the Braves. The Braves are out. The defending champs, no more. We don't have to worry about Atlanta. I kind of wanted to see them anyway, but they fall 2-1. And we're going to be taking on the St. Louis Cardinals in the divisional round. We got the team. This is the chance. We're going to try to win this World Series. But that is going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the support. I really do appreciate it. Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.